let's talk about the fact that you yourself said, and then Mr. Sen also added in, the fact that, let's talk about Subhash Chandra Bose, Netaji, a secular figure. Would you reckon it was okay, Mr. Bose, that Jai Shri Ram chants were raised outside the Netaji Bhavan, when maybe Jai Hind should have been raised, because that is what is best attuned to Netaji, but Jai Shri Ram chants were echoed outside Netaji Bhavan?
I think it was wholly inappropriate for that slogan to have been raised both outside Netaji Bhavan and also inside the premises of the Victoria Memorial, where the central government had organized an official function on the occasion of Netaji's birth anniversary. However, we were able to preserve and protect the sanctity of Netaji Bhavan. In Bengali, there is a word called Sthan Mahatto, the exalted quality of a place. And this is the house from which Netaji escaped in 1941. He drove, my father, Shishir Kumar Bose, drove Netaji all the way from Kolkata to Gomo. That was the beginning of the transition of Subhash Chandra Bose to Netaji. What I will say in response to your question about Parakram Divas is that Netaji was not just a warrior hero. He had some very clear ideas about the social and economic reconstruction of India. And as you have just mentioned, he believed in the equality and equal rights for members of all religious communities and all linguistic groups. So if we are to even think of him as a warrior hero, we have to consider who were his fellow warriors. My father just took him up to Gomo, but who received him in Peshawar? It was a man called Mian Akbar Shah. Who was Netaji's only Indian companion on his perilous submarine voyage from Europe to Asia? His name was Abid Hassan. That's why we honored him this 23rd January with a posthumous Netaji Award. If you look at those who fought alongside Netaji in Southeast Asia, in Imphal and Kohima, the commander of the 1st Division of the INA was Muhammad Zaman Kiani. I was in Manipur last year. The man who raised the Indian tricolour in Moirang near Imphal was Shaukat Malik. And we all know that at the Red Fort, 3 INA officers were tried: Prem Kumar Saigal, Gurbakh Singh Dhillon, and Shahnawaz Khan. I'm saying their names because that's all that needs to be done to emphasize how he had created equality. There's one other point I'd make, and of course the person on his, who was his only companion on his last journey was Habibur Rahman. But finally, I heard the Prime Minister the other day speaking in Parliament, and he quoted from a speech of Netaji, and in which Netaji says, "Democracy is not a Western institution, it is a human institution." I had quoted from that same speech, and I had quoted that line in a debate on intolerance in India's 16th Lok Sabha. But I did not stop there. And I was a bit concerned that the Prime Minister was quoting this line in the context of his denunciation of foreign destructive investment. What else did he say in that brilliant speech given as president of the Maharashtra Political Conference in 1928? He evoked a wonderful vision of free India as an independent federal republic. And also, he advocated for the cultural intimacy. That was the phrase that he used, the cultural intimacy of all of India's communities. So I think if you genuinely honor Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose, you must work for equal citizenship, equal rights for men and women, Hindus and Muslims, Sikhs and Christians, Punjabis and Tamils, Bengalis and Gujaratis. That is the way to honor Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose.